Okie dokie. We are live. Oh, it's got a kick to it. Whoop, whoop. Well, I guess if I had my little microphone in here, it would serve the purpose. Hi, hi. How is everyone tonight? Okay. Sharing it out. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? Miss Mandy from Royal Amethyst Acres. I had to stop and think of what I was doing. I kind of lost. Kind of got lost for a minute. Oh, I know what you want, Snoopy. Hey, hey. Here. That should keep you busy for a minute. Probably should have waited and gave her that a little longer into the live, but I didn't. How is everybody doing? I'm sharing it out real quick and then y'all have my undivided attention. One more share and it is on like Donkey Kong. Well, post. Alrighty. Let's pop out this chat. Let's see. I've already said hello to Royal Amethyst Acres. So, hey, Mr. Buddy at Gemini Homestead, J&C Organs Homestead, Gemini Homestead. Yay! How is everybody doing today? Definitely hugs all. Definitely. Hey, Paul from Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Ooh, see, I got it. I almost didn't, but I did. How are you doing? I got something in my eye besides my eyeball. How is everybody doing? It's so hot today that my zucchini looked like it was having a heat stroke. I could have swore I saw its little leaf tap the side of the garden bed, giving in. I give. It's too hot. It was 97, but felt like 100. And I agree, it felt like 100. I need a haircut. Can you tell my little wispy hairs are just blowing? So how's everybody doing? Oops, I can like it too. Now I'm up to 5 likes. Woohoo! My poor plants look pitiful. It hit 93 with 60% humidity. Yeah, ours was only 40, oh, what was it? 40 something. It was 40 something humidity. But it still felt horrible. I don't know why. Normally it don't. But it did. It felt like really horrible. My hair looks kind of funky considering I just washed it. I mean, like, I just got out of the shower like 30 minutes ago. But I was sitting outside. Yep. Get out of the shower and then go outside. Yeah, it's not smart. I had to quit working in the garden by noon, so didn't get much done. Spent about 2 hours in the pool after this afternoon because I felt craptastic. Yeah, what I did is I worked in the garden for a little bit, and then I sat under the patio, and it just, there wasn't even a breeze. So I said, well, I'll go lay down and take a nap because, AC, dark room. Yeah, I tossed and turned for like an hour and a half, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not taking a nap. But I was cooled off. So I got up and went back outside for a little bit, and then took my daughter to work, came home, took a shower, because for the couple hours I did work in the garden, I was sweaty. But did y'all see my little lizard that I took a picture of and put on Instagram? See, what had happened was my corn had fell over last night. Oh, some of it, not all of it, just a few ears, I guess, stalks, whatever. It fell over, and I saw it last night when I was taking my nightly stroll. Because, yes, even at night I walk through my garden. And I'm like, okay, I had this long dowel, wood that was about that big around, about yellow long. I guess it's about 4 feet long, 3 or 4 feet. I took it off of that, or went to take that off of the U-shaped bed, and when I went down to hit the drill, and I had my hand here, I looked up and I'm face to face with this lizard, and the lizard don't move. And so I jumped back and like, oh, hello. I went back up to the patio, set the drill and the screws down, went in the house and grabbed my daughter and said, come here. You got to look at this and tell me what it is. Because, she knows her reptiles for some reason. Because she used to work at Petco. And we came back outside and I grabbed my phone so I could take a picture of it. And she was telling me what it was and that it was good that it was in my yard or my garden. My day 4 vlog is only going to be a few minutes long and quick showing of some of my plants, so the quality won't be good to watch, lol. That lizard was cool as all get out. I know, I think it was a female, I almost wanted to name her. I went back out there to take another picture, and the lizard got spooked, jumped down, ran, and went under my potato step thing. What you jump for, dog? Only one of my neighbors understands my garden addiction, and he's worse than me on checking on his laugh. Yeah, I do. I check it like first thing in the morning when I get up. I'll check it before I go to bed. I check it before I go, I don't know, sometimes like in the afternoon, just to see how everything's tolerating the heat, But at night before I go to bed, sometimes you see a bug or something, or because I got a bunch of string lights everywhere, so it's not like my garden's dark. Hey, Miss Amy. I'm late. I never got the notification. That does not surprise me. I was about 2 minutes late myself. They laugh at both of us out there with our black lights. Yep. I haven't done the black light thing yet. I need to. But since I saw that little lizard, I was like, yay, because that type of lizard is a Texas spiny lizard, and they eat bugs and mealworms and caterpillars, and my daughter was telling me some of the stuff that they ate, so then I started Googling it, and that hair is driving me crazy. I think I'm fixing up to grab my hat. It looks kind of laggy. It was scary the night I did it when my beans got ate so many slugs. Oh, wow, really? I probably need to do that. Is there an app for like phones to do black lights? Like a black light app? Is that possible? I don't think that's possible. That'd be cool if it was, wouldn't it? I may just have to get like a little battery powered black light. But I have tons of lights out there, and you can I have one in the very back corner. You even get near that thing when it's fully charged because it's solar powered. Man, that thing lights up those back 2 beds, the greenhouse, and just everything. I got a cheap one at Walmart. I might have to do that. But one of the storms we had where it hailed, it was like 4:30 in the morning. I was out there. As soon as the rain stopped, I was out there with a flashlight checking my plants. Don't think so. It would be cool. Yeah, it would be cool if they had a black light app. That's almost hard to say. I don't know, but that would be a cool feature. Yep, it would. Hey, Big Leg and Let's Dig It. You can download Black App on Google Play. See, Mandy, I knew you would know. I bet you I looked that up. What do you bet? I can't do it now because I use my phone to go live. And look, Amy, I found my notebook. Black Light App on Google Play. I'm gonna check that out because that would be like, totally awesome. Yep, always have a notebook. I know you always have one. I try to keep one, but I've got several and sometimes they get misplaced. So it's like, that's what I end up writing on, Miss Lippy, you're in here. You know the recipe that we wrote down for a gallon of water, a teaspoon of baking soda, and 4 drops of lemon dish soap, only use on one time a week without the sun on it. What was that for? Because I wrote down the recipe, but I forgot to write down why to do that. See, I know stuff and things. Yes, man, you do. Without asking questions, may I ask for prayers for one of our homesteaders tested positive? Let's send strong prayers for the family homesteader in this community. Yes, ma'am, Miss Lippy. Terrible storms here yesterday, so many down telephone poles. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Baker Leg. I know there's storms over Florida, too. Need to keep them in our prayers. Amy, how is your weather? I knew it was kind of circling to the... it's for fungus. Okay, that's what it was for. I knew that recipe was for something. Fungus. Speaking of fungus, you know that one that we thought was the dead man's foot, I still ain't too sure what, and they said it was slime mold. One of my other beds does have the slime mold on it. I saw it today. And I'm just like, well. And it looked more like the slime mold and not the fungus. Tropical storm headed our way Sunday evening into Monday morning. Okay, I knew that it was getting close, but I didn't know if it was hitting yet or on its way. Did you get your bee thing taken care of? Oh, speaking of that, Miss Amy, did you get my text message with your tracking number? Yeah, tracking number. Carolyn is forever in storms where she's at. She also is having a rough time, so she could use some prayers and positive energy if we could send some her way, please. Yeah, Mandy, I was thinking the same thing. Not supposed to be too terrible, but plan for the worst and pray for the best. Amy, that's all we can do. That's usually how I do everything. And it moves to us. I was like, do we have a magnetic field around here? Or around here now? Yeah, Miss Lippy, I think you do. I do. She's being good. I'll keep that one up here. Maybe it's that ceiling fan. Maybe I need to turn that off. I got to looking out there, and I've got a couple big peppers on some tiny plants. I mean, the plants ain't even a foot and a half tall, and they got two big banana peppers on one, and the other one has a big starts with a P. Center of the cone looking to hit around Crowley area, which is only about 30 miles from us. Dang, Amy. Okay, sweet. I was hoping you got that text, because my phone's been acting a little strange. I kind of dropped it. I don't think it liked it. Some of my tomato plants are starting to catch up with the store-bought ones. Yeah, mine are too. The store-bought ones are still a little bit behind, but the 10 tomato plants that I started from seed are really tall now. My Malabar spinach is... Okay, I know I'm not a very tall person, but this thing goes about 2 feet from the bed to the cinder block that has the bamboo pole, which is about 2 feet, and then it wraps around this pole, and it is clearly a foot above my head now. That Malabar spinach is growing. And oh, Amy, yesterday I planted my second Malabar spinach, the one you told me to to stick in water and it would root. It rooted. Hey, Coasting Container Gardening, how are you doing? Hey, Overworked Gardener. Mine is still tiny, but slugs got a hold of some of it. Yeah, I had a caterpillar get a hold of some of mine. Some of the leaves on my Malabar. Yeah, no joke, Amy. That thing, both of them. The first one, the original, it's like, you know where that cross bamboo thing is in the corner at the very top? It's up to there now. And the other one that I had that you told me to stick in the water, I planted it yesterday. Its roots were about that long. And I still have 2 more that I could put in water and sprout, and I think I'm going to. I need to get my Malabar in the ground. I just got that second one in the ground yesterday. Doing good, just dying in the Dallas heat. No joke, Fort Worth ain't no better. And the air is just kind of stagnant. The wind ain't blowing, nothing. My Malabar spinach is barely growing still. Maybe you should try some fish emulsions. I've only used it once this year. I really need to get back out there and fertilize it with the fish emulsion. They seem to love that. But I have mine right near my tomato plants, and maybe it's, for some reason it's doing really well. At least you don't have our humidity. Yeah, we don't. I think it was like I want to say 46. I gardened today since 9 a.m. Now I'm burnt to a crisp. But yeah, that'll do it. It's called sunscreen or taking breaks. It was 140 degrees in the attic and I was working in. Why? No, we have it in Iowa, Amy. Oh, we're in the 60s. What can I start from in June? Never planted anything from seed, so I'm trying it out now. Normally, hey, Thrifty VG from Rhode Island. Some folks will just say wait until like August or July or August to start your fall crop. But as weird as this year's been on weather, I say try anything. Because up until this week, it's been really mild on the heat wise. And the reason I say that is because a lot of my plants are baby plants that have really grown in the last 3 weeks. You're right. Oregon's right now. Everything's right now. I keep getting burned though. Through my clothes. Sun is weird now. And you need thicker clothes. We are at 82 degrees right now. Feels like 89 and the humidity is 81. Wow. See, that kind of humidity you can cut with a knife. Bake a leg, I'd get... Well, okay, you can't have them too thick because you'd have a heat stroke, but... yeah, if you get them burnt through your clothes, I'd be finding something, layering or something. Or an umbrella. Anything at any time. Basically, I was working on someone's air conditioning unit. That would explain it. That's really nice of you, man. Plant some herbs too. Yep. My allergies are kicking. I can understand why your humidity would be high. Amy, why is it 60% in Iowa? Yeah, right. Feels like the sun is so much stronger. Had sunscreen on too. The sun is stronger. It goes in cycles. We are 91. Feels like 97. Humidity is 51. Wow. Yeah, see, our humidity isn't that high, but it still feels like when me and my daughter first climbed in the truck, it said 109. Our temp is still at 91. I don't know what ours is. Let's look it up. I think we do this every week. Saginaw, Texas weather. Let's see. It's currently 95. Humidity is at 45. And the wind is 13 miles per hour with 1% precipitation. Ooh, I said that word. Sometimes I mess that word up. If you ever notice, words aren't my thing. %51 humidity, let's trade. No, Amy, you can keep yours. What was yours at? 86? Landlocked, except my pool. Oh, Mandy, I tell you what, I wouldn't mind having a pool right now. That's my job. Yeah, overworked gardener, it may be your job, but you could always say, no, I'm not doing that today, and go home. Or call in sick, or, oops, I have a flat tire on the side of the road. It's still good of you to do that for a living, because working on ACs and attics is no joke. I used to run cable for my foster dad when he worked. He worked for Radio Shack, or their family owned a portion of the franchise. You know, kind of like how you can buy into McDonald's or whatever. Well, they bought into Radio Shack. And he would climb attics and run cable for antenna, run the coax cable, and we would do that. And sometimes in the winter, he'd get us out of school, and we'd help him out. We'd climb underneath the houses and run those cables. So I know that job's not easy, overworked gardener. It's 91 here, but no, there is a thunderstorm advisory. Yeah, I wish we'd get some rain or something to cool it off. Watch y'all's humidity when it's high and let it drop during. Yep. I keep we had cloud coverage, but it didn't get in front of the sun much, we'll put it that way. You know how you got some clouds here and there, but the sun's still poking through? That's the way it was today. You got your bees strapped down, Amy? Oh, are your bees still angry? I know I asked you that the other day on Marco, but I don't think you ever told me. I always tell humidity frequently. A lot to do with our corn and soybean crops. I was going to ask you, Mandy, if you have any lakes near you. I know when I lived in Missouri, right off the Mississippi River, you could literally, I don't know, you step outside, you were out there 5 minutes and you needed a towel. Not a large one. Because usually if there's like lakes and stuff, it could raise your humidity Raise your humidity in your area. I'd rather be in an attic versus under the house. Yeah, overworked gardener. I was helping Dad one day, and I was crawling along, and they had these pipes that were like that big around, and there'd be just enough room for me to either climb over them or under them, underneath the house, and I ran into some snake skin. It wasn't an actual snake, but it was the skin from where it shed. I climbed out from underneath that house so fast that I kind of scratched my shoulder on a nail coming out. But yeah, I've never crawled so fast in all my life, but I got out of there. Bees are still strapped down, and yes, still angry bees. Need to get into the hives, but didn't get to that. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. I know you really need to empty out those. What do you call those things? I know what they're called. I just can't think of it. Hey, Edison Fitness, how are you doing? You still working out? Got a funny story to share about the last time we evacuated. Hint, super glue and tuna fish sandwich. Oh, that just sounds like a good one, Miss Lippy. How fast can you type? Frames. Sales. Yes. Thank you. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Or Lori, excuse me. From Wisconsin. How are you doing? How big was the lizard? It looked like a dinosaur. Alright. Trying to measure and think of it in my head. From head to tip of the tail, it was probably about 7 to 8 inches. And it was probably about 2.5 inches to 3 inches wide and about 1.5 inches thick. If you can kind of picture that. I mean, I think that picture Megan took, and she got as close to it as she could when she snapped the picture. So it looks huge in the picture. But actually for a Texas spiny lizard, it was a pretty decent sized one. Yep, it is warm here, 85. What was it here? Trade you, it's 95 here. I miss 85. So what did you do? Make a 3D picture? No, Megan just got really close to that thing when she took it. I need to empty the capped honey and replace it with empty frames and do some hive checking, but didn't get to do it today. Aren't you going to put up a couple more boxes, see if they migrate over? Do the lizards bite? Bake a leg and let's dig it? Yes, they can. If they feel threatened, they will bite. I don't think it hurts too bad, and they normally don't. Usually they will just run away from you, but they can bite. But they eat bugs, mealworms, caterpillars, beetles. They're very beneficial to the garden. Megan actually said that it was kind of rare for them to be in our little area, so I mean, they are common in Texas, but not so much central Texas, I don't think. I mean, there's a few, but not like a whole bunch. Too close for comfort then. Oh, yeah, Miss Lippy. When I went to unscrew, because the pipe, that wooden dowel that lizard was sitting on, I went to unscrew that, and I had my hand right above the lizard, and my drill was right below the lizard, and I looked up, and I'm face to face with this thing, and I kind of jumped back. And I'm like, oh, hi there. 73 today, supposed to be 59 on Sunday, or Saturday. Wow. It's been a while since we had temperatures that cool. Like, at least 2 weeks. Maybe 3. No lizard here. I have new boxes to add to the top of the hives. Might be adding 2 new hives next year. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to do it this year. That's scary. Have you been bitten? No. Big leg. I've never been bit. The only thing that bites me in the garden is mosquitoes. Knock on wood. I have that lizard. I know I have a few garter snakes. Well, at least I did have, because I seen them underneath the weed fabric inside of the garden bed. And I do have some pretty big spiders. You know the spiders that make the web that kind of looks like a zipper or Z's going all the way down? I've got quite a few of those, but they're small. We have lots of lizards, but none of them have tails. The cat chases them. Smash that like button, thumbs up. Thanks, buddy. Or I should say, Mr. Buddy. I think I have a few million frogs living in my yard. I haven't seen any frogs. I mean, we have them in the area, just not in my yard. There would have been a south shower and an iceberg scream. Yeah. I almost did. Because it's not like the little geckos, because we have tons of geckos, but usually they're on the side of the house, and I'm not like this close, because I was literally this close to the thing when I first saw it. Only rabbits, chipmunks, and squirrels. We have rabbits on occasion. We have tons of squirrels. We have one possum. Well, we have a couple possum. And, of course, dogs. Cats. Going mobile for a minute. Slower typing. Yeah, it is a tad bit slower on the phone to type than the PC. I mean, I haven't seen too many rabbits since we put up the privacy fence on the other side. Y'all, I have a pond. I have a tiny pond. If you've ever watched any of my videos, there's one where there's a rock spiral garden, and I have a little pond at the bottom, or as it goes around, it comes to a pond, but it's only like maybe 2 foot deep and maybe 4 by 2. So I do get some wildlife that likes to drink the water. I have a ton of frogs in the yard and garden also. Toads, tree frogs, and now lots of dragonflies, hummingbirds, and I've seen 2 humongous bumblebees here, like almost an inch long. No, you can keep those. We have lots of hawks. We have a hawk. I've seen blue jays and robins. And Mr. Buddy informed me that I had tons of doves, apparently, because he could hear them in the background. Seahawks. Nope, not the Seahawks. Now you want to make me want to go fishing. I want to go fishing so bad. I used to have funnies, but I think they don't like my dog, or my dog likes them. You mean bunnies? Yep. Mourning doves all over here. Funnies and bunnies. It's bunnies. My dog pretty much chases everything out of the yard. That's why my daughter took the picture, because I was trying to keep my dog occupied and not, because she never saw the lizard sitting on the pole. So I had Megan take the picture while I kept Zena's attention. Brett caught a medium-sized bass last week. Ooh, Amy, do you have catfish in that pond, by chance? In Second Life, I used to call a critter funny bunnies because they was mixed with foxes and rabbits. Not sure how that happened. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Yep. Yeah, I see some catfishing in my future. Like, what, 20 days? Because I don't need a fishing license for the Broussard Lake. I saw a beautiful cardinal today. Then I got stung in the stomach, but didn't see the criminal that did it. Now I have a welt. Well, if it didn't leave a stinger, it's not a bee. It was probably either a yellow jacket or a wasp. In Second Life, anything can happen. People used to fly, but not no more. I wish I could fly, because I'd be flying to Louisiana. Catfish, bass, perch, turtles, and snakes. Well, I know you had the turtles and snakes. Oh, and bullfrogs. Yeah. It kills me how sometimes when you're sitting out there, if you're near any body of water and they have a lot of frogs, it sounds like somebody screaming instead of like ribbit. You don't hear a ribbit, you hear ah, or whatever they do. I'm on my cell phone, so I'm doing voice to text, so who knows what I might say. Oh, overworked gardener. I do the same thing. Never get into an argument using voice to text, because it will really put in some weird stuff. Must be a mating call. Freaky Geek, yes, it is. A friend of mine had a swimming pool, and they had one of those rock foundations or formations behind it with the little waterfall that went into the pool where it filtered it, and frogs loved that thing. And it literally sounded like somebody being killed at night with all the screaming, but it was their mating call. My voice to text won't work. It says, don't understand. Miss Lippy, see, mine doesn't say it doesn't understand, but it doesn't understand. It just starts putting random things in there that I didn't even come close to even saying. And then I don't even read it, especially if I'm arguing or something. I'll hit send, and then I'll look and I'm like, that's not what I said. I've done that, LOL, in an argument, not good. Yep. Bumblebees can sting you multiple times. True, but I usually run from those. Those things are huge. Better not understand them, put words in you're not saying. Yeah, that's true, Freaky Geek. Girl, where you planted homestead. Been listening, was eating supper. I want supper. Hey, Miss Susan, what'd you have? I had a chicken sandwich from Racetrack about 3 hours, no, almost 4 hours ago. It was at 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 or 5, 6, almost 7. Yeah, almost 4 hours ago. I know I was in hornets can, but bees can only sting once. Maybe bumblebees can sting more than once, but I hate autocorrect. Autocorrect can get you into trouble. I never let a car spell for me. Sometimes you don't have a chance if you're doing hands-free. Yeah, it's some interesting things. I'm like, apparently my phone don't speak hick. It can't understand me. And apparently when I get angry or excited, I talk more hick. And it really don't get it. Bees only sting once and then they die. But what about bumblebees, Amy? Can bumblebees keep stinging you? Or do they bite? Or is that wood bees? I think wood bees bite. Oh, when you're fighting, it says, let's go eat chocolate cake. Yeah. That's what I grew up learning, Amy. Yeah, regular honeybees, don't they only sting once and they die? It's like kamikaze bees. I only caught it out of the corner of my eye. It was orange and small. You know them ladybugs that ain't ladybugs? They're the Japanese beetles or whatever. They bite. And they look like an orange ladybug. It's not, it was Mexican night. Ooh, a quesadilla. Chicken quesadilla. Those are not good for roses. Freaky Geek, those aren't good for anything. Except for maybe feeding a frog or a lizard. Hey, Fishes in Low Life, how are you doing? Oh, Miss Amy. Oh, that was the fish that moved in the background. Okay, you have to realize I can kind of see half my screen right here. So I saw the fish tank and I saw this blur move across that what do you call that thing? Flower pot. And it was fish and it freaked me out for half a second. Wasps are angry little buttheads and will sting many times. Yeah, that's true. It was a small version of a killer hornet. Solitary bees, bumblebees, and wasps do not die after a sting. Well, I know wasps don't, because I've been stung by a wasp. Could just want to pop in and say hi. I thank you so much. It means the world to me. Y'all really just don't realize how this is the highlight of my week. Oh, and I've been doing so good today. I put out a video Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then today is my live. And I'm going to be putting out a video tomorrow. And I may be able to get one out Saturday. That would be 7 days in a row. That would be stellar. How's that for a word you don't hear very often? I was very proud of myself. Even though last night was cutting it really close. I think I posted it at like 11:54 or 11:51. And I have 2,415 watch hours. I only need 1,585 more to go to be monetized. So whoop whoop. That made me really happy. Yep. I've been kicking butt behind the camera. Contrary to a honeybee sting, the bumblebee sting has no barbs, which means that the bumblebee can pull back its sting without the sting detaching from its abdomen. Thus, the bumblebee can sting several times. That is good to know. We used to take badminton rackets and tennis rackets and knock bumblebees out into the next third world. Are you posting every day now? Not quite every day, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I just had quite a few things that have been sitting, waiting for me to finish. I still have a couple more. Excuse me, my allergies are kicking. Google at least says this right over at Gardner, and if Google says it, you know it's true. But if some of the ones that have been following me for a while know that I used to have a queen size bed that went across, and my fish tank was underneath the window, and now it's here. I built me a full size bed frame, like a captain's bed. I got that video to do. I have my fermented carrot video to do, to finish. I just gotta finish it. I have a little project involving a 10-foot, 4-inch PVC pipe and some strawberries that I gotta do. And I definitely need to do a garden update, even though I just did one last week. I was looking at this picture while I was editing my video. Which one was it? Growing tomatoes on Grandma's Yarn. I was looking at that video, and then I looked at this picture here of the garden when I did the garden update, and it's grown since then. It's changed. Yes, no stinger left behind in my stomach. I sprayed the hose on my stomach real quick. There you go. Cornstarch and water make paste, takes a stinging pain out. That's right, Amy. I remember you saying that. It's not quite hydroponics because there will be soil. There won't be water. But they will be hanging from my arbor with a drip line irrigation. And yeah, I'm not going to do the water, but it's going to be a potting mix with the word escaped me. Potting mix, or peat moss. But it's going to be really light, airy soil. but I'm going to try to put it in a 10-foot 4-inch pipe and then hang it from the arbor right above the flowers, like right dead center. And then it's going to have a drip irrigation go into it, because every time I have my strawberries in the ground or close to the ground, bugs eat my strawberries before I do. Anytime I have them hanging up, I get them. So we're gonna hang them back up. Ouch. Had a friend's husband get bit by a brown recluse on his belly just moving boxes to a dumpster. They live in northeast Georgia. Brown recluse are no fun. They do some major damage. If you get bit by one, please go to the ER and have it treated quickly, because it will rot your skin. Thanks, Baker Leg. I hope it will be. I mean, I've got the tube, I've got the stuff to hang it, I've got the soil. I just got to put it together, do a video, and hang it. I have to go, y'all. Have a good night. Alright, Overworked Gardener, thank you so much for stopping by. It means the world to me, and I hope you have a blessed night. But I was worried about the weight of it. And even me and Miss Lippy were talking about the hydroponics, but water weighs 10 pounds for every gallon, so I really don't want to do that. Especially as hot as it gets here, it would evaporate so quickly. Then you can make me one. Yes, ma'am, I sure can. Hubby was bit by one in the army. Yes, they can cause... Yes. I had a friend, he got bit by one on his shin bone. And he didn't go get it treated. And then he fell off a porch. And this thing busted and oozed open. And it was like a crater. Here, like, do I have anything that big around? No, well, okay, maybe it wasn't quite that big. Maybe more like the inside of this. It was in the front of his leg. It was gross. Hey, Delirious Farmish, how you doing? Yeah, brown recluse aren't no joke. You don't play with those. What that word that Fishes in Love just said. I can't say it, but I know what it is. It's where the skin dies. You just don't play around with a brown recluse. I got bit by a spider at night in the garden a few years ago. Thought nothing of it. It was a quarter-sized dry patch and itched. Went to the doctor and they said was living in my calf. So scary. Yep. Hey, Shaky's Modern Homestead, how are you doing? I hope I ain't saying that too loud, because that mic is right there. Hey, Sony's Place. I don't even want to know. How is everybody doing? Or how are you doing? I don't even want to know how that got in there. Maybe I just want to drink out of that one no more. We'll just drink out of the big one. My daddy was put in the hospital for 13 days from one. Made him so sick, and they grafted his ear where the flesh was going away. Yep, because it will rot the flesh. That has a weird taste. Maybe I'll just keep drinking this one. Just not got the food off of it. Oh. I have quite a few friends that have been bit by brown recluse, and they're nothing to play with. Tired here. Feel like I've been living in an auction barns. Living at the auction barns. Really busy, huh? It is that time. Have you been working a lot in the garden and stuff? And that's kind of, duh. Of course you have. It's spring, even though it feels like summer. They gave me a Lyme disease test from my spider bite, though. That was odd, but came back negative. Yeah, because I thought Lyme disease was only spread by ticks, not spiders. How many this one's you got? Oh, the drinks, yeah. Well, I know that I'm going to be on live almost 2 hours. Did my phone just freeze? It sure did. But, I know that I'm going to be on the phone or on live for 2 hours, and my daughter's at work, my son-in-law's at work, and my roommate is going to get my son-in-law, so there's nobody to bring me a drink. So if I get thirsty, I have to make sure I have plenty. Rachel, maybe you should call this live Stings and Other Things. That is greatness. I love that Fishes and Loaves. It's summer here. Hello, everyone. Hey, Frugal Farmer. Radio show again. Yep, apparently. Bought an Angus calf and a Holstein heifer. Sold 3 goats. Wow, the Lears. That's amazing. Yep, video froze. At least this pose you're not constipated or thinking hard. Ain't that the... Well, I don't know. I kind of look like I'm confused. I wonder why it does that. That's just... I don't know, Freaky Geek. I do kind of look like I'm concentrating. I look like I'm trying to figure out some bills or something. You always look confused. Yeah. You know why? Because I am always confused. Your computer likes to poke fun at you. Actually, Freaky Geek, it's my cell phone. And yeah, I agree. It likes to poke fun at me. Super slow-mo. Rachel's a thinking woman. Sony, you have no idea. That's why I have insomnia, because half the time my brain won't shut up. You ever go to lay down in the middle of the night and your brain is going nonstop and you're thinking about things that happened 20 years ago? And you're just trying to go to sleep and it won't stop? Yes, Miss Slippy, I'm frozen. Just like Elsa. Gotta go have a great night. You too, Lori. Thank you so much for stopping by. You just look like you need to get out your old lady readers like I wear. Actually, I probably do. My daughter's been picking on me. I have limited battery power on my brain. Frugal? I don't have limited battery power, but my body has limited battery power. But yeah, I'm gonna go do the cornstarch idea from Amy. It's swelling up pretty good. Yes, bake a leg, that would definitely work. She does it on most of Brett's things. Crystals, Pets, and Plants, how are you doing? Hello. Are you having a great Thursday night? I am, except for my phone froze. Take a Benadryl and use cornstarch. Yep, it works. And if that don't work, you can take some tobacco and get it wet and put that on your sting, and that'll take care of it. That's what my papa used to do. So, wife and I were hit by a tractor trailer this morning. I'm going to lay back down and have a great evening. Oh, wow, I am so sorry to hear that. I hope y'all get to feeling better and hope y'all are okay. Take it easy, and if you start to feel bad, please go to the ER. Hopefully you're not allergic, right? Yes, just been working in my garden. Same here, Crystal. Corona works on stings from the inside out. Or Frugal, you're funny. Hey, Copper Kettle Farms, and I had to think to read that. So I didn't say Koppelketter. So, yep. We will definitely put you in our prayers, Shakey's Modern Homestead. I wonder why this thing keeps freezing up like that. Because it ain't hot in here. In fact, I got the AC going. It feels great. Running away, take care of. Okay, Freaky Geek, thank you so much for stopping by. Hey, I get to see your beautiful face even while frozen, so I'm good with that, huh? Yeah, I don't know why it freezes, though. Did it freeze last week? I can't remember. It's like every other week or something it freezes. And at least now I can study every wrinkle. I need a haircut. Apparently now I need some bifocals because I can't see. Because I was straining. Well, at least I didn't have a really funny face on there. It freezes every week, but it did good last week. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, it's not every week it freezes. It's just getting where it does it a lot. But I do have it in the phone case. I wonder if I can gently take it out. Okay, I'm going to have to unhook the microphone. Let's see if I can get the phone case off without disturbing it. Because I don't think it's hot, because it's not hot in here. I'm not on, what do you call it? I'm not on Wi-Fi, I'm on 4G. Well, at least now I can take off all these little notifications. Well, we won't see the movement. That's right. I can be sticking my tongue out. Okay, YouTube isn't responding. Close app, wait, or send feedback. Let's take a vote. What do y'all want to do? You want to see, close the app and start a new one? Do you want to just keep going with our radio show? The choice is y'all's. Do. Plugging back in my battery charger and my microphone. I'm good either way. Well, that's one vote. I'm fine with either. Okay. Up to you, lady. Okay, then we'll hit the wait button. We'll see what it does. If it ends up closing out, then I'll start another one. Whatever you want to do. Groovy. Y'all so easygoing, just like me. See, now I need some food. That way I could have my own, well, I guess it wouldn't be a mukbang if you couldn't see. Even though the dog's eating treats. Well, it popped up again. YouTube isn't responding. Well, wait anyway. I wonder if I do turning on my Wi-Fi and seeing what that does. Maybe it's just YouTube. It's a conspiracy, folks. Well, you know it will come back on right when you go to take a big bite. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should stick my tongue out at the phone. It keeps popping up. Do you want to close the app or do you want to wait? I even turned on my Wi-Fi. But it's bouncing from Wi-Fi to 4G. Alright. Let's see. Okay, if I lose y'all, I'll start another one. I can't believe today is Thursday already. Still stay at home order. Not here, Fishes and Loaves. We're completely open. I can... LOL, I can so picture you sticking your tongue out. Yeah, your luck. If you stick your tongue out, it will move for a second and then freeze again with your tongue out. That would be what would definitely happen, Crystal. I mean, seriously. Alright, I'm going to try something, and if it kills it, I'll restart a live. Nope, it restarted. Can you see me? Yay! I missed you guys. I'm moving. I'm not frozen. Now, watch it. Okay, as long as it didn't freeze. Now stick your tongue. See, I did stick my tongue out, and I did it before I even read that. That's scary. Can you see me now? Yes, buddy. Put that beverage down. I'm just joking. Hey, Amy. How you think about my little cup? It's such a tiny cup, ain't it? I almost spilled it. I have to go and take care of some city business. Sometimes being the mayor sucks. LOL. See you later. All right, Mandy. Go rock that town, girl. And thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, Lord, look at what I just did. At least when well, I can't say that because when I was frozen, it wasn't. That's water in that cup, right? Well, it's 80% water. It's kind of watered down tea. It really is. Because, like, I filled it to there. Can you see that? With ice and water. And then I filled it to there with tea. And now the ice is melted. So it's even watery tea. Even more watery than it was before. So, yes, it's like 80% water and 20% tea. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Don't need that much soda. Yeah, it's not soda. I don't drink soda out of a cup with ice. I just, Now, I'll drink a fountain. But as for getting like a 2-liter and pouring it in a cup, I don't care for that. I'll drink it if I have to, but no. The sad thing is when I bought that cup, it had soda in it. I'm on my 8th 12-ounce glass of water today. You go, Miss Lippy. By the way, our state just announced, I think Disney and Universal are opening up, so now Florida will be fully opened. Our counties are still reporting infections and deaths, so staying home. So staying in for now. Our numbers are, I do believe our numbers are dropping, but we've been open for quite a while. Going to have to hop off. Dinner is about ready. Have a great night, folks. All right, Sony's Place, thank you so much for stopping by. Take a bite from me. And have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. But, at least my area, the only thing that is still going on is they're still closing businesses like at 8:30, which is driving me crazy. Finally, the repairs will start next Thursday. Amen, Miss Lippy. I'm still here eating spaghetti. I don't really want spaghetti. I don't know what I want, but it ain't spaghetti. I don't have no more treats. I looked. I don't have any. Oh, don't even start it. Don't. That's my ear. Well, tell me all about it, Scooby-Doo. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Nothing like paws digging into your leg when you're wearing shorts. And good Lord, you butt heavy dog. Oh, your dog grunts like her adorable. Yeah, she likes to do that. She sounds like a silverback gorilla and Darth Vader. It just depends on what mood. Hugging you. Yeah, that's exactly what she does. Oh, girl, your breath is kicking. You gonna fall off the bed. Seriously. She gets on the corner of the... Ow, ow. What? Oh, what? Because she grunts. I just want to look at her and go, Luke, I am your father. Because seriously, she sounds like Darth Vader and a gorilla had a baby. Now I want to watch Star Wars. She's crazy, I'm serious. It's exactly what she sounds like. You gonna roll right off the bed. Can you not? Ow, ow. My little mini schnauzer hugs too. We have a little Shih Tzu, but she don't hug. But this big horse does. I still can't believe State Farm Insurance and lender took this long. Bet it would have been different if it was their home. Yeah, no joke, Miss Lippy. I know, I have Allstate for my car insurance, and it went up $20-some odd. It's like $99 a month for liability for my truck. I'm like, are you joking? You better get your nose out of my cup. Oh yeah, because everybody wants to see that. No, don't lick me. I caught a couple of big catfish today. Woo! Grandpa's fishing stead, I want to go. I want some big catfish. Catfishing is my favorite thing to fish. Oh, can you stop licking? Aw, yes, I love you too. See, that's what she does. She sticks her head on my shoulder and gives me hugs, and she's all cute and adorable. Yeah, I know. How big were your catfish, Grandpa? Good fillet size? Right, we have some disdain for State Farm. They left our state during one of the major hurricanes. Yeah, I ain't crazy about State Farm either. I'm getting where I ain't that crazy about Allstate. 4 pounds or so. Not too bad. What? That's my stomach. That's my shoulder. Yep, that's my arm. Oh, God. You almost broke my arm, dog. Or my shoulder. You're gonna fall off the bed. What is it? You ever see a dog get so needy? And ain't nothing up here. Y'all just got a close-up. Had them for 40 years. Might not make it to 41. I know I ain't. I had them for my car insurance from the ages of 16 to 28. No, longer than that, because me and John had them too. From 16 to 38. And I was not happy with them. Insurance will probably go up after all this writing. Well, I know my truck insurance did. Probably stuck with them until y'all move, maybe. Hey, no. No, ma'am. Well, I'm done drinking out of the white cup. You definitely do not need that. Because that was caffeine. Hi, Tyreek's channel. How you doing? I like the collab we did. I would love to do a meet and greet with you in the future. Where do you live, Tyreek? I hear you back there. I hear you. South Carolina. I've been to South Carolina. I'm in Texas. Been to South Carolina, North Carolina. Actually, I used to live in both, technically. Maybe this dog will start being good. Dog hair. What time is it? 7:12. When I was in South Carolina, I was in Parris Island. Down there, was it near Charleston? But it's that little island outside of South Carolina. It's when I was in boot camp for that 5.5, 6 weeks. Got there in June, left July 12th. First week of June. Yeah. Got back the second week of July. So, like, 5 weeks. Yep. Parris Island, South Carolina. I don't see how we gonna do a meet and greet because you in South Carolina and I'm in Texas. I'm not driving that far. As far as I'm going is Louisiana, and that is to go to Broussard Homestead, and that's near Lake Charles. And then I might go up and see Miss Lippy, who knows. But I'm not driving that far. That's too far for me to go. Yes, ma'am, 3 weeks. Actually, it's not even really 3 weeks. I think it's 20 days. We could network in here. Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's really not a meet and greet. I don't know what you'd call that, but a meet and greet is where you actually meet in person. I'm like, I can't do that. I don't know, we have to see, Tyreek. Could we do another collaboration? It depends on what you want to do. I do have like 4 or 5 videos lined up. I have to do the bed video, my fermenting carrot video. What was that other one? Oh, the strawberry pipe video. Garden update video. That's 4 right there, right? And I do have a couple other projects kind of in mind. They're kind of there. I just haven't. I still need to take down my greenhouse too. I didn't really earn any people for me. Well, I told you wouldn't. You need to find your genre. You do mukbangs kind of videos. That's the people you need to do collaborations with. The people that do videos kind of like what you do. That would be the best way to do that, Tyreek. A going to Louisiana video. There you go, Amy. Yep, I'm definitely going to do one of those. You better not be chewing on nothing you ain't supposed to. I'm just saying. Because me and Megan will be going, so a road trip video. So, hey, that'd be 5. For me, it's fishing and swimming. For me, it's gardening and fishing. I did and asked, but no one will. But no one will collab with me. They always ignore me. I'm sorry, Tyreek. That's not nice. Well, I didn't ignore you, and I won't ignore you. When we visit Donald's family in Texas, we'll do a lot of recording. Yep. The baby gnome's first road trip. Yeah, and she's getting her baby bump. She's really starting to show. I can't really find anyone or ask, or anyone to ask. We'll just type in mukbang into your search engine and find other channels that do what you do and go to their about section. They usually have an email, and try emailing them. So is Cole. Yeah, that is funny. But Tyreek, you have you have enough subscribers. What you need to do is work on your watch time. Create more videos. That way you can get monetized. Because you have over 1,000 subscribers. some subs, I mean like 75. Yeah. So Tyreek's channel, for me, it's more about community, and Arthur sent me some subs my way out of the blue, but I have been on a lot of his lives. And Fishes and Loaves, 75 subscribers is nothing to sneeze at. But, give me that. My dog eats paper. Okay, so she sounds like a silverback gorilla, but she eats paper like a goat. Here, if it keeps you out of trouble, finish shredding it. Thank you, Miss Lippy. Oh yeah, I can imagine if I woke up with 75 more subscribers than I went to bed with. I don't know what I'd do. Actually, sometimes I freak out when I get one or two more than I had when I went to bed. It's just like, do what? Yay! If you did send more. Goat-rilla. Yep, Goat-rilla. That would have been a good name for her. Right, JC Organ's Homestead? That is a lot. I mean, that's what I said, 75 subscribers is nothing to joke or sneeze at. I mean, that's a lot. I really don't get the comments or nothing, and I don't know why. Because you're just starting out. And the one tip I'd give you is when you do a video, on your intro, when you're asking people to like, subscribe, and comment, slow down a little bit when you're saying it. I mean, I knew what you were saying, but it was kind of hard to understand you. But then once you start doing your eating with your mukbang, you talk slow enough and clear enough for people to understand, and that was really good. Oh, yeah, Michelle P. YouTube shut down, and then when I hit the X, it says resume or exit, so I hit resume and it came back. But the app itself kept messing up, so apparently it wasn't my phone, it was the app. And that does not surprise me. My total is now 295, so 75 would throw me for a loop. Right? No joke. And sometimes you think that you're never going to grow, and then the next thing you know, you do. And it's just like, 1 week you have, like 200, and then you have 200 for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden you hit 400, and it's just like, what happened? What did I do? What did I do different, and how do I repeat that process? But it's basically just, I don't want to say luck, but it's your content, and when YouTube finally starts pushing your channel and you start growing, it happens so quick that it just seems like it was out of the blue. I left her for a while. Who'd you leave, Thrifty? Who, me? You leave for a while and come back and it's all different. Oh, Miss Amy, are you still here? Out of curiosity. And if you are here, is Brett near you? Oh, I remember what I heard. Alright, thumbs up. When Brett and Jason started the weight loss thing, I weighed 175. Today I weighed in at 170. Well, technically 169.8, but might as well say 170. You can tell him that. I got the voodoo chips at a convenience store called Racetrack, Tyreek. But I'm in Texas. Miss Slippy, I know you're in Louisiana, but where do you get your voodoo chips at? Can you get them at the grocery store, or is it at a gas station? Thanks, Miss Amy. I've been driving to lost you somewhere along the line, and you're back. Woohoo, Thrifty VG. At local stations and grocery. Okay, that's what I was thinking. From the voodoo lady down the road. Well, kind of. Racetrack is down the road. And Megan does work there. No. I gotta prep for my thing and try to convince my dog not to bark at all the thunder during it grumble. Yeah. Xena has never barked at thunder that I know of. I have had dogs that do that, though. In fact, one of the first dogs I ever had that barked at thunder was named Thor, which, if anybody knows, Thor means the god of thunder. So it was funny. But thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. And that dog just jumped down. Maybe she's fixing to get something else. Court barks at his own farts. Xena barked at Megan like 2 days ago. She was actually off work and awake early in the morning. And I got up and the dog was right beside me. And I opened up my bedroom door and walked out. And Megan jumps out and goes, "Mommy!" And the dog jumped out of her skin and started to bark at Megan, or she barked like twice at her before she realized who she was. Mine hides in the corner when it rains. Amy Gracie does that. She hides underneath the bed when it rains. Adore you too, Crystal. I'm a new subscriber too, Terry, but my subs are gardeners, not mukbang people, so I can't really send you subs. Check out my recipe for cheesy potatoes, though. Ooh. Bless you. Yeah, that's what I was telling Tyreek, that we're gardeners, not mukbang people. There's a lot of them that won't sub to you because they're not into mukbangs. They're into tomatoes and growing vegetables and stuff like that. Don't you even think about trying to get behind me in this chair. Our dog shakes for various reasons. Excitement, scared, excited and scared. Xena will do that. Like if she sees a squirrel, she'll get like in this pose, but then it's just like she just shakes all over. It's almost like her skin vibrates. Aww. I love you too, but I wish you'd get down. Wouldn't you be a good girl? That's my ear. No. You can't get on the desk. Well, you can, but you shouldn't. How's that? You're not allowed up on the desk. Hello, Xena. Yep. Aw. No, not my face. I know where your mouth has been. Hey, Xena, see you in a few weeks. Amy says she'll see you in a few weeks. Yeah. Amy can tell you how Xena's going to be shaking when she sees Amy's cat again. Because Amy's cat messed her up. Xena was scared of her. You're such a good girl, huh? Getting hair everywhere. I don't know why you panting. It ain't even hot in here. So that's my leg you're stepping on. You cannot climb on my desk. I'm locking up the cat, I promise. Gonna hop off here. See you at the Broussards. Alright, Miss Susan, thank you so much for stopping by. She thinks she's a lapdog. Yes, Thrifty, you have no idea. You can ask Amy when I'm there and I go to lay down on the couch to go to sleep. She climbs completely on top of me. Amy says, all you can see is the tip of my head and my feet. She's a 60-pound lapdog. Well, at least she thinks she is. No. Get down, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I'm double watching lives. There you go. She's your blanket, free weighted blanket. Yes, indeed. We know, I feel so much safer and secure, sleeping underneath that 60-pound dog. Even though I can't hardly breathe. Sit. No. No. Oh, no. You heavy. But you heavy. I can't help it, you heavy. Maybe you should say no to some of them treats. I'm just saying. Put the kibble back. Step away from the bone. Okay, I'm off to bed. Good night. Ooh, well, that was loud and demanding. All right, Paul, you have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. What are you doing over there? There's nothing on my nightstand you need. No, 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 no. She's like, Oh, come on, puppy. Oh, no one can get you because they can't see you under the dog. I know, right? Oh, what was that? Ouch. I won't freeze to death and nobody will see me to do anything because all you'll see is her body and my feet. It looked like she's laying on a pair of shoes is what it looks like. Or socks because, my feet are in them. No, 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 no. Get down, Ookanuba. It's 7:30. I bet you hear somebody out in the room and you think, it's time to go play or something. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Where's your bone? Where's your bone, Scooby-Doo? She wants to type in the chat. She wants to climb up on the desk and sit in my lap. For some reason. She wants attention. She wants me to pet her. Now, see, I'm petting her, and she stopped moving, stopped grunting and everything. Our little girl does this thing where just the tip of her tongue sticks out, and she is super cozy, or is getting a belly rub. If I start petting her, she be still. It's like everything's right in her world. You ever lay down with a dog and you put your arm around that dog and they go to sleep and be still? Yeah, she don't do that. You have to keep petting her until she falls asleep. Ain't that right? If you just put your arm down, she starts doing this number here in the bed to get you to pet her. I'm glad mine is smaller, right? When I first got her, she was, I don't know, maybe 46 pounds. She was completely underweight. She was a rescue. Now she weighs a little over 60, and she still thinks that she's a tiny pup. Don't you? But you just can't have your arm around her or have your hand on her. You got to keep petting her until she falls asleep. She's completely spoiled. It took about 6 months for her to come out of her shell. We've had her for about a year. And it's like night and day. 2 different dogs. But she's a good baby. Most of the time. She chases off the squirrels and other things out of the garden. And she doesn't chew up too much, but occasionally she will. Not ready for the tail. Yeah, she's got a long tail. And when she gets excited, that thing goes. And you talk about hurting. That tail will literally bruise you. And if you're standing there and it hits the back of your leg, she got me real good yesterday. I was standing there fixing to go to the bathroom talking to Megan. We were right there in the hallway. And Xena came running down the hallway and she's wagging that tail. And it hits the back of my legs. And I have a childhood flashback of a switch. Knowing your grandma or your mom picked you up and whooped you with a switch across the back of your legs, that's exactly how it felt. She can chase off the skunk. No, I don't want her chasing off that skunk. Because if she gets sprayed, we'll never get that smell off of her. And then me and Megan will have to ride back home in a tiny truck with a dog that smells like skunk. That'd be no bueno. I'd have to stop at Walmart and buy a candle and stick her in the back. Or get some, what is it, tomato paste or tomato juice or something that you bathe the dog in to get rid of the skunk smell. Mine gags if she feels you hugging her too much. Ours too is a rescue and did not know how to play with toys and was a year old. She does now. Xena was so good at playing with toys, she plays by herself. I don't think she knows how to play with other dogs. But I don't think you could hug her too much. She has to be center of attention. If you're sitting outside and she's sitting at your feet, if somebody walks out, she wants you to start petting her, or that new person has to pet her. But she has to have some attention. And every time a new person enters the room, it's the same thing. It's like, really, dog, just chill out. Nope. Somebody new's here. I need to be petted. Whether it's you or the new person, but pet me. Hey, girlie, sorry I'm late. Love your happy place. Need it right now. Yes, ma'am. You keep your chin up and I'll be praying for you. I was wondering if you was gonna make it or what was going on, or, you know, I thought about you. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't see you here tonight and I was worried. You know, it's a mom thing. Making sure there wasn't no dog here. Oh. I love you too. I was worried about you. Don't you even think about a dog. I'm having a fight with Xena. She wants to climb up on my desk. But how's your storm situation? Please pray hard for Miss Connie. She's like a mom to me. Okay, now I'm jealous. Too late. She's already thought about it. Yeah, you got that right, JC Oregon. Their storm is coming back again. That's what I was afraid of. I'll definitely keep you in my prayers. It's funny you should say that, JNC Oregon Homestead. This morning, there was a cat in the tree at the fence line, and of course she went running and barking, and I told her no, made her stop, and she came and sat by me, and then she kept going back, started to get up, and I kept going, no, and she come back and sit down, and then finally I said, don't even think about it, and I looked over and she's laying down. I'm like, okay, I guess she didn't think about it. She finally gave up. But yeah, I told her that don't even think about it, knowing she's going to. She's going to do it. Every once in a while she'll prove me wrong, like this morning. And I said, don't even think about it. And I looked down and she wasn't even trying to go after the cat. She done gave up and laid down. So I kind of tried to play it off. She didn't get up and do anything. She just kind of like... She kind of just like looked at me like, shut up, Mom, I'm laying down. I'm being good. I love her. Does you have to do soft bark when you say... Does your have to do a soft bark when you say no, like a whisper? Yeah. Well, if I go or I say no, she does that. What she was doing a while ago, she'll do that. We call it woo-wooing. Because it's a boxer thing. They talk a lot of trash. That's a polite way of saying it on live. But boxers like to talk a lot. It almost sounds like they're growling, but they're really not. They're just trying to get your attention and they're talking to you. And she'll do that. Like when I get onto her, she'll start doing that. Mine, mine too. He has got that. Yeah, got to have that last bark. Just boom. And I'm like, no. I said no. Stop. And then she'll just keep doing it. And I'm like, really, Heifer? But there's a cat over there, and I don't know why, but it's like they've made a home in that tree. And it took me like a week to figure out what she was barking at until one day I walked over there and face to face with this black cat. She looks part Great Dane too. I love when they talk. So funny. Yep. She's the vet said that she was boxer and English bulldog. But sometimes I think she has Great Dane in her. But she definitely has boxer in her. We see the boxer traits too much. She likes to talk or woo-woo, talk some smack. She does that jelly beaning where her head and her butt almost touch because she's shaking back and forth. She doesn't bark at my cat. No, she's terrified of your cat. But your cat messed her up last year, so... And she wasn't even doing nothing to her. She was just trying to get to the bathroom with me. She just walked down the hallway and your cat jumped out and attacked her. So, yeah, she's scared of your cat. I'd run too. But the one that's here sits up in the tree and just kind of looks at her like she's like, you're not going to do nothing. I'm up here. You're down there. So she just keeps barking. So it's just like, And it wouldn't be so bad if she wouldn't do it like, 6 o'clock in the morning or 10:30 at night when my neighbors are trying to sleep, so I had to get on to her. It's because she had kittens. Yep. Well, yeah, I know that, but Xena didn't know that. All she knew is, she was just minding her own business and got attacked for no reason. Guess they don't like that word. Yeah. But when I figured she'd be permanently scared of cats, but no. Just Amy's. Our cats she chases and barks at, and she does that with the squirrels and the possum. And she'll kind of chase after birds, but she really doesn't bark at them, and she doesn't even come close to catching them. Now, she did get close to catch... I don't want to say catch a squirrel, because she wasn't trying to catch it. She literally just knocked that squirrel for a loop. She went running, and her paw came up, and she just went whack. And that squirrel kind of did like a little flip in the air and then landed on the fence and took off. She cold-cocked that squirrel. Like, she Mike Tyson'd that squirrel. It was kind of funny. Oops, I messed up and looked at her. Oh, for reals. Terry, you should have seen it, man. I was sitting there, and because you have to watch her because she thinks she's part hunting dog. We have a white boxer next door named Bobby. Bobby the boxer. He is a love. When I get a chance, I grab his cute little jowls. I love dogs. We did end up with a bad Jekyll and Mr. Hyde rescue. So sad. It happens sometimes, but boxers, I've raised boxers for years. And we had a white one named Thor. I loved that. Was a good dog, except he'd like to run off. Now, Xena, I can open that front door and walk out, and she'll stay right with me. She'll walk up to the truck, or she'll walk anywhere I'll go, but she won't run off. An area I want to plant some stuff is shaded now. I should get off the computer and go plant some more. Yes. If it's shady there, that is a perfect time to plant seedlings there. Like when the sun's going down or when it's shaded, because when the sun's beating down on it, it stresses it out too much. So, get off the computer, quit watching my life, and go plant your plants. Garden Gnome's orders. Well, we're fixing to get off here anyway. We've got 4 minutes. Or 3. But she has a lot of the boxer traits. Yep, have a great night. You too. Happy gardening. Well, we're going to go ahead and start closing it down. Anybody got any last requests, last questions? I appreciate everybody coming out. I've had a blast. Of course, I always do. I will definitely try to put up a video tomorrow and see if I can keep this streak up. I'd be glad when I'm not congested anymore and my allergies go away. I just love you. I'll mark you. Yes, do that. I will be here. It was some kind of Terry mix. He would just snap off and attack, but he also would jump up and show me his belly and follow me like a shadow dog. But the attacking was just too scary with my son. Oh, no doubt, Fishers and Loves. I do not blame you one bit. Especially if they're unstable like that. It's kind of like the dog had a split personality. Potty break time. See you in a few. Love you. Love you too, Miss Amy, and I will definitely see you in your live. I will explain. Hugs. But I will let y'all go. Thank you so much for joining me on this groovy Thursday night. God bless. Have a good one. And happy gardening. Happy planting. And yeah. Smile. It's free. And it's contagious. It's been fun, y'all. Loves and blessings. You too, Miss Lippy. Love you to the moon and back. Peace out, y'all.